Really is.
Well, we're joined by the winner of that match, Kyren Wilson. Kyren, you called the Warrior for a reason, and mate, what a match that was, buddy.
Yeah, I think it was. It always sort of had the makings of being a top match. Obviously, you know, there's been many good players that have come through this year, but you know, Ding's right up there. You know, he's probably, his class-wise, he's definitely a top 16 player all day. So, yeah, delighted to come through that match.
When JP made that draw and you pulled Ding, what were you thinking at that point?
Honestly, not in a disrespect type of way, but I thought it was a good draw because I looked at it and I thought, you know, if I come through that game, which I fancied coming through it, you know, it's going to set me up for what's to be a good tournament, and you know, you got to play well to beat Ding. So yeah, I didn't mind really.
I've always enjoyed watching you play, but for me, the past few years, what I've really noticed the change in your game is your temperament. There were a couple of times when you saw Ding almost visibly break down. With yourself, even on big balls that perhaps you could have potted, there was nothing.
You have to, you know, you can't give your opponent anything, and yeah, it's only going to sort of be a downward spiral from there if you show too much emotion. So, yeah, it's just about sort of keeping it all together, and it just allows you to bring the best out in you at the sort of big pressure moments. And, yeah, I thought that's sort of what happened towards the end of the match there.
And they call you the Warrior. I'm just going to go through a few of the frame scores. So you're 3-0 down, 3-all, 5-3 down, 5-all, 6-5 down, 6-all, 7-6 down, 7-all. And then in the 17th frame, it then all changed. Let's take a little look at what happened, because it was impressive stuff, mate. So this is your attempt. This is rather Ding's attempt, red into the middle.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable shot. I was surprised he was going for it, to be honest.
54.
But I think, you know, he didn't really want to be playing this pink as a bit of a floating shot. He'd rather punch it. So you can quit on that, can't you?
I was surprised he played like that.
Yeah,
I punched that in.
I would have all day long. Yeah, definitely. And then, yeah, I kind of sort of fancied the double. It was my only shot, really. I sort of made sure I got a good white.
Like, from here, it looks like the guide, like he can't miss.
Yeah, yeah. As long as he hits the left-hand side of the pink.
Wrong side of it. Yeah.
But you know, as you said before I came in, you know, the pressure's immense out there. So, you know, anything can happen.
Were you feeling the pressure out there? Because you look calm. I mean,
yeah.
Ding, you could see he was feeling a bit of it because he missed the clearance, and you know, his head slumped a bit. And we know Ding can get a bit like that. But you look pretty calm out. But I was just saying to Radzi, it's impossible to not feel pressure out there. But you look calm, so I was just wondering.
No, I felt good, to be honest. Yeah, you know, I'm sort of racking up the years and experience here, and I don't know what it is about this place. I just feel very comfortable, and you know, there's other venues that I probably don't feel as comfortable, but yeah, I just think this suits my personality.
What is it about that? 6 times consecutively you've made at least the quarterfinals at the Crucible.
I just put more effort into this one. You know, I've got a young family. I've got 2 kids, a wife. You know, I want to be the best in this game. But for me, this is the one that stands out. When I sort of hang my cue up, this is the one that I want on my CV. You know, I don't care about the rest. Don't get me wrong, you got your Masters, your UK, but this is the one. This is the ultimate test, and this is the one you want to be a part of. And coming into this, you had good form at the Gibraltar Open. You were a runner-up there. You must have been feeling confident coming in. Yeah, I've been tinkering with cues, to be honest. I've only changed back to my old cue about 2 weeks ago, so I fell out with my other one. It's in about 14 pieces, so yeah, it's done me a favour because I didn't have any feel with the other one. Under pressure, I was losing my white with side spin, and you know, I've just got a lot of control with this cue, and I was searching for other things I didn't really need to search. I was searching for more power, and you know, these tables are so quick. I don't think you need like unbelievable power. So yeah, it's just it's sort of done me a favour, really. Is it scary when you do that? I mean, 2 weeks is not a long time to kind of work out if something's clicking. No, it doesn't bother me. I feel like, you know, when you're happy with sort of your game and your cue action and whatever, sometimes it can sort of reset your mind and it takes all the pressure away sort of what this is, and you just think, well, just focus on the cue. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but, you know, I back myself, so... And the man next to you, obviously, is an incredibly fit bloke. I've got to ask you, what are you doing nutritionally-wise yourself? Sometimes it's the secret juice, the secret smoothie. What is it this year? I feel like I'm going to burst out my waistcoat. It's you know, you have to. You look at Ronnie, he's obviously running a lot and keeping fit, and you have to do that. It's such a long tournament, so the fitter you are, the more chance you have got of going deep.
Ebden ain't got you doing 2 miles swimming, has he?
He's trying to. He's had a go at me for not doing enough. So, no, obviously... you know, Peter probably won it because of his fitness and his sort of mental strength and whatever. So, you know, he's been there and done it. He's trying to guide me.
What's it like having Pete in your corner? Because I know you grew up with him a lot, you know.
Yeah, I've obviously sort of been with Peter since I was 6 years old. He kind of got me into it since I played him in a charity pool match. And, yeah, he taught me a bit of a lesson when I was about 11. We're at an academy in Rushden. I think you used to play there. And I used to get every Friday off school to go there. And my mum had like a long day at Weetabix working, that's where she works, and I was playing Peter in the back room and he was like 20 frames to 0 up on me. But I couldn't go. I couldn't leave there until I won a frame. And I said it to him the other day and he said, well, listen, mate, it didn't sort of do you too bad. So, yeah, good lessons from Peter.
How does that work then? Because obviously you've got Peter in your corner and your brother, so obviously like they've both got different purposes, I would imagine. So,
yeah.
You know, your brother is more... What role does he play?
It's just good having family on tour. As you know, it's hard. You know, you've obviously got your friends that you bring with you. It's good for them on the downtime, and obviously little bits and bobs takes care of things so that I can just go and play snooker. Yeah. But obviously Peter's there for his knowledge and. Just he's the funniest bloke I've ever met.
He's nuts, isn't he?
Just coming out of the hotel this morning at 10 a.m. He's shouting from the hotel window saying, "Come on!"
He's proper
I love it. He's class. He's brilliant.
He couldn't beat Nigel Bond once, right, as an amateur, right? Nigel Bond just got in his head, and then one day we went to pick him up for a pro-am, and as we parked outside his house, he come out and he kept running around the square. I beat him.
He's class. He's really good to have around.
He's funny. Yeah. He's a character.
I've got to ask you, we've had a few players sat there after they've won. Stephen Maguire, for example, who's also tinkering with his cue. He was exhausted. Speaking to you here, you'd have had no idea you've just been out in the crucible.
No, I've obviously kept myself in a good place out there, and I think when you can do that, you can sort of come out of it. Even if you lose, you can come out of it and think, do you know what? Like, I feel great. This isn't the be all and end all. You know, it's hard not to think like that because we give it so much and try so hard. But when I've left it all out there and I've done everything I possibly can, it kind of leaves you in a good place, win or lose.
Up next is Stuart Bingham. At what point do you start thinking about that? Do you get a chance just to for a bit of downtime first?
Yeah, I'm going to head home tomorrow. My sort of wife and my 2 kids, they went to Portugal for a week, so I had like prep for myself and just focused on myself. So I haven't really seen them. So yeah, I'll see them for a couple of days, get some practice at my club in Northampton, and back up here Saturday.
And we know that your boys obviously watch you, and they sometimes watch you on Eurosport. So in case they are watching now, would you like to give a quick message to them? You can look down that camera just there.
Yeah, what are you doing up? You should be in bed. No, I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, Daddy has done them proud. Kyren, massive congratulations, mate. Thank you for your time, as always. And just a reminder, the snooker continues for days.